got yoga problems. Ow, I got them. Got them today. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Raff's Brain listeners, and yoga practitioners across the land. I'm back. Oh my, am I back? And my back is back. I'm back, dude, and it hurts. It hurts to be back sometimes. It's a funny story, man. I was down in the West Virginia for about 7 days, 6 or 7 days. I had all these ambitions to stay on top of my yoga game. Because there is a little yoga situation in rural 26201. It is happening. This practice, this glorious thing, it's not hot, but it's yoga, and it does exist, even in rural America. Little place called Soul Shine Yoga. It's a great little practice. It's very, very affordable. I love to see it, and I want to go support it. And I had all the ambitions and intentions and plans. But you know what? Man plans and God laughs. That's what they say. So my plans fell through. I did not get to continue any hot or otherwise yoga while I was away this past week. I did maintain my steps. I'm very proud of that. Although my watch is broken. I have so much to consider, man. This could be, I'm not gonna extend the episode too much, but I got a lot on my mind. One thing just bleeds into the next. I don't want to lose track. The first thing I should say is I'm just at the point. How many days did I do? I think last time I did yoga was on a Sunday. Today is Saturday, so it was 6 days. I can sense already, dude, when you backslide, when you don't maintain your practice, it only takes a few days for your body, like a rubber band, to contract. And the next time you do it, it's not easy. No, it's never easy. But, you know, if you do it every other day, you kind of get more used to it. But if you, like me, don't maintain while you're away. But here's the good news. I got through the class pretty smooth, I handled it all right. Actually, I wasn't dominant. Again, if I rate the classes, one of the things I was talking about was rating the class. I should have came right out of the gate. I need to get more structure to these episodes. This is as I'm learning and evolving as I podcast and vlog, is that the thing? I think I need to get more of a formula to the content. So how would I rate that class on a scale of 1 to 10? It's almost embarrassing to say this because it's so pedestrian, but I might call it a 5. That's like a par for the course. Although it was more like a 4 because it had been, you know, several days since I'd gone, and you feel it. What is the maximum number of days you've gone without doing yoga? Okay, I know in life it might be hundreds of days until you actually do it the first time. I'm talking about for active yoga practitioners. If you're a yoga practitioner out there, even in the modest sense, I'm not saying you have to be like certified Cirque du Soleil style. I'm just saying if you do hot yoga or yoga of any kind for that matter, I'm curious. What is the standard days of rest in between every session for you to feel good when you practice? For me, it's like every other day. Back to back is not easy. My body wears down. Actually, if I'm doing like 3-4 days in a row, by day 4, by day 3, by day 2, honestly, it's hurting, dude. It's painful. Your body needs a little bit of recovery time, right? But then there's also this problem of over-recovery. I think that's what I experienced today. I haven't done yoga of any kind for like 6 days. You hop back in the studio, you can't just get back on the horse, dude. It's hard. Your body, but at the same time, it's not, long enough that your body's completely trashed and you've completely forgotten. It's just amazing how quickly the body forgets, how quickly the body, what's it called? When you something to the norm or to the mean, returns to the mean. There's actually a phrase in economics. It's like, resume. No, shoot, I can't remember. It makes me angry that I can't remember. You know what it is. The tens of loyal listeners of this program, half of you are economics majors, and I know that you know. You're like, Raffety, why can't you remember this phrase? It's not return to the mean, is it? I don't think that's what it is. It is resume to the mean. It's some kind of catchy phrase. The point is, come on, lady, what are you doing? Are you walking in the crosswalk? She's literally, I'm not saying she's crawling because she's on two legs, but that was the slowest shuffle walk I've ever seen. In her defense, she might have been like she might be an octogenarian. Anyway, we all need to chill out and stop speeding around, let the octogenarians take their time across the crosswalk. The problem is once you commit, which I was committing, that's my fault. I should be paying more attention. I should be looking. But how often does this happen? Where you are turning left and then, oh no, there's someone in the crosswalk. Oh no, there's oncoming traffic. Well, something's got to give. And usually it's going to be, you can't run over a human being. So the people who are barreling down at you hopefully have that sense that, oh, this guy screwed up. I better slow my roll. I can honk my horn. I can flash my lights. I can get angry at that person. But it's better that happens than the person just resumes and goes full force car v man, and we know how that ends up. So it worked out. No one was injured in the making of this podcast today. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the optimal days of rest between yoga. I'd love your thoughts. Drop a comment below. For me, it's going to be every other day. That means I need like a 24-hour reset in between. Is that right? No, 24 hours would be one day. I need like a day off. So that's a 48-hour reset. You guys tell me, man. Help me. I will actually take your advice. I need guidance. I know 6 days is too long. It was a struggle today because it'd been a while, but it wasn't horrific. If you sometimes go like 8, 9, 10 days, it's almost like you're starting fresh and you've never done yoga in your life. Like it's like you're that bad. I was not approaching that. I was on the cusp of approaching that. I don't know how to describe exactly the space along the spectrum that I'm referring to. I just hit the curb. That wasn't cool. I live on one of those streets where it's not quite straight. The lines are not straight. It's a curvature of the earth. It's a curvature of the road. And so to parallel park on a curved road is not an easy thing. Even though I've lived here for 15 or so years, I still occasionally, like just right now, I bash my tire against the curb. And I don't know, it probably hurts the tire. Can you ever break a tire from the side? Remember the sidewalls that used to exist on tires? Really thick white sidewalls. Let's bring that back, dude. I want some sidewalls on my tire. Because maybe they're there as a defense mechanism against curvature, like what I just did. Is that a word, curvature? Not curvature, the curvature of the earth. I'm talking about curvature. The curvature of my driveway, bro. I just smashed my tire on the curvature. It was terrible. I need some sidewalls to prevent that. Look it up. Firestone, Michelin. Get on this problem. Well, I made it. I guess that's something. And there's other things we can discuss, and I'll just like get into it in future episodes. But when you're on a break from yoga, there's a risk that your other parts of your life start to crumble, like your diet, / nutrition, and other things. But I think I was pretty good the past week. The yoga was faded, unfortunately. But I'm back. I'm back in action. I'm gonna crush. Because that's the only option. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. Thank you again for tuning in, and just get ready. There's some exciting things are going to be happening here on the channel in the near future, maybe. We'll see how ambitious I am, but I have ideas, I have thoughts, I have plans, I have strategies. But much like everything, as we bring this episode full circle, as we land this plane, as they say, man plans and God laughs. Lots of things intervened, interceded, and interrupted my ability to maintain yoga practice this past week. It happens. I'm not going to beat myself up over it. These were external factors beyond my control. The key is I didn't give up hope, and I'm back in action, and I'm looking forward to more hot yoga on the horizon and getting back into that routine, locking in, getting back on the weight loss journey that is eternal and perpetual as it is confounding. All right, folks, have a great one. Until next time, namaste, mofos.